wanna know? What you wanna know now? What you wanna know now? What you wanna know? Why?
It's good to have you.
It's amazing.
Qasim, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam.
How are you? It's good to see you.
Alhamdulillah,
Thank
good
you
to see
so
you
much
too.
for coming in such short notice. First of all, offerings. Now that's basically it's tea with milk,
Nice.
but it's not just tea with milk.
Oh,
It's made with love, care, and a little bit of a tradition, you know what I mean?
yeah, of course.
Please.
Shukran. Thank you.
And when you try it, you're gonna feel like home.
Yeah?
You're gonna feel like the childhood that you know? Just try it.
Oh, just from the smell, yes.
I know, right?
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
The milky smell right there just hit me.
I know. Everything is just warming, right?
Even though it's not winter, I feel like it's winter outside.
I'm telling you.
Good
Cheers.
stuff. Cheers. Yeah. Yeah.
Reminds you of
Yeah.
childhood,
Yeah.
right? They call it
100%.
chai al-taybin.
Yeah.
You know this اليندة اللي فوق اللي تصير؟
صح.
You know what I mean?
Mbala. You got it right.
May.
Yes.
So, how everything started with May al-Qasim?
May Al-Qasim has been through many waves of things.
Let's start from the beginning.
The beginning, the very beginning. I am a singer, songwriter, recording and performing artist.
Right.
Obviously, it didn't start there, but that's the product. That's what came out of May Al-Qasim. I studied for a very long time, specifically in music, but not academically, in my own time. So that was always in the background. Studying songs, studying music. The interest for music was always there. I was singing before I could even talk as a toddler.
Okay.
So initially the interest was there, and the support from my family was there. And from
Support from family. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Shout out to the family.
Shout out to the family. So I feel like that was such an important thing to have on my side from the very beginning.
Indeed. That's true.
Especially, in Bahrain, where at the time I started very young. I started professionally when I was 15. So leading up to that, it was all curiosity and experimentation.
Something new.
Something exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Finding my sound. Am I a singer? Do I play an instrument? I dabbed into many different instruments, but voice was my thing.
Right.
So fast forward a little bit, I ended up with an unsigned label at the time, working on my craft, because at that point I had already mastered, not mastered because I was young, but in that time frame, for that age, I was pretty good at writing.
Right.
So it started with the pen and paper. It started with writing down my feelings. I was very in touch with my feelings and my emotions and those things from a young age. Pretty self-aware, So the writing and the music came together. And then at 15, I'm on stage and I'm actually doing it in front of people. Where all that time went, I don't know. But that was the very beginning of May Al-Qasim being a musician, a singer, someone that is going to be doing this. And I knew from that time that I'm going to do this for the rest of my life. Although I did study business and I studied psychology and all these other subjects, I even got my Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. And I guess it did help my music mind and my music work, but I never followed that route. I went straight into the music and hustled for a long time.
If I may ask, which college you've been assigned from?
I was here in Bahrain. I started in NYT in Bahrain.
Okay.
And then I was in St. Chris for most of my life. So I graduated initially from St. Chris. I had an unconditional offer to study in the UK.
All right.
But it really wasn't for me. Although many other students, most of the St. Chris community went to the UK, went to the States, went to Ireland, whatever it is. They all went abroad, and I was always that black sheep. From school, I was always just never with the crowd, on my own, although I had lots of friends.
Right.
But you would never know where I am half the time. Where's May? Music lab. Where's May? She didn't come in today. What's she doing? Probably working on her music. I was always just following my own rhythm in life. It wasn't for me, but obviously my peers at the time would look at me and be like, oh, why are you not doing this? Why this? Why that? Always questioned, always questioned. But I knew that for me, I wanted to stay in Bahrain and I have something I want to do here because already by that time when we were graduating, I had already been on stage. I had already seen that Bahrain does have such a unique talent.
Right.
Because with the culture and the personality that we have in Bahrain combined with art, I saw the magic that could happen within Bahrain itself. That you didn't have to go halfway across the world to reach your dreams. I am patriotic at the end of the day. I do love my home.
Right.
And I wanted to stick by my roots. Although always criticized. Always why. But I'm happy to say that although the journey was really hard, I couldn't be in a better place right now.
That's nice. That's nice.
Music to me is very important. I see it as a universal language. I see it as a message communicator, as a way to heal, as a way to help others heal, send that message across, have other people relate. The community that you create within music and sound and vibration is such a beautiful thing to be a part of. And I wasn't going to give that away. Not for my studies abroad. I ended up in Abu Dhabi, finishing my degree in business administration, so I have it. But I still went.
And you never considered
No, bro.
using it to get a job, a decent job, whatever, full time?
I was set in my stubborn ways.
You've never considered going that part? Like starting a job after graduating from college, have a new job in a decent company or a government, whatever? No?
Not even for a second. I knew that I wanted to start an events company somewhere down the line and that I would need to have a business mind. And that's what helped me focus on getting my business degree so that I could justify having a company to do with music. And I did it just recently. I did it. Okay, it took a very long time.
Right. So you established already your media company?
I did, but it's just a baby right now.
So what does it called?
It's called One Love Productions.
One Love Production. Oh, that's nice.
See, we have things in common with our little
One Love, is it the legendary Bob Marley?
No, it just means الحب واحد, like we are
Indeed
all.
it is. Yeah.
It literally means it. It's not taken from anywhere. It just means, because bro, you get a lot of people hating on each other these days.
Indeed. That's unfortunate.
Right now, it isn't cost of living, it's cost of survival. And you see it in the attitude of people. You see everybody's in a hurry to get things, to get rich, to take. And in the meantime, unfortunately, and without even meaning to, sometimes you have to hurt some people along the way.
Right.
Or you get angry with some people along the way. And the reason why I called it One Love is to remember and to remind whoever that I'm working with or myself that this is about the love for each other, for music, even my social ethical responsibility. It writes, we do not discriminate, we do not bully, we do those things, So some structure is there, taken from the business world, of course, but kind of manipulated and tailored into a musical language, if you must,
right.
So that's been interesting, but that's very, very new. And I'm finding my direction with that now.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, what is the greatest obstacle you've faced through your entire career? What is the hardest thing that you've encountered? What is the biggest challenge? What was the baddest thing that you've ever felt or encountered in life?
I was faced with death, bro. Like I was faced with a condition that almost took my life away.
How's that?
I had a liver condition. It was there since I was younger, but we never really knew why I was always sick, my health was always deteriorating.
So if liver, that means your immunity is not that...
My immunity was very low growing up.
Right, okay.
And certain things happened in my growing up where I faced anorexia. I dropped too much weight. I was 36 kilograms. I even spoke in public about eating disorders, and at the time, nobody was ready to listen about eating disorders because there is some shame that goes with it.
I understand.
Yeah, so I was always that one that was brave enough to say the things. I get backlash for it, or nobody is ready to receive that information. So that's a difficulty within the bigger picture of being sick and also being in the spotlight, bro. Being sick and having all that spotlight on you is hard. Because at some point it was trying to keep up appearances. Although I was dying on the inside and not feeling well half the time, my eyes were turning yellow, my skin was yellow, and my health just started declining. And on top of that, I was misdiagnosed by so many doctors telling me that it's, you have glandular fever. So they pump me with antibiotics. It goes straight to your liver.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous, but this happened consistently. No one thought to take a biopsy, that it was something there since childhood, and it showed up in my adult years because I went through some really difficult things in this music world. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people tried to take advantage of me.
How?
Took money from me, didn't pay me what I was owed rightfully. Because
Right.
I was young, I was easy to manipulate.
Right.
I kept thinking they're doing me a favor. This is good for me. It's okay, I can do this for free, you know. But that wasn't, if I could talk to the younger self now, I would tell her not to sell yourself short. Being young is an excuse. Bil'aks, on the contrary, when you're young and you have something, you need to be protected more. I felt like I wasn't that protected. On the contrary, the public didn't receive me being a Bahraini Muslim singer very easily. They didn't accept it easily. I was, oh, she's a girl, what is she doing? These things. But remember I said at the beginning of this, my family were behind me.
Right.
I felt unstoppable.
Right.
As long as I can go home to a safe space, bro, those things I was able to overcome. But the transplant was definitely the biggest struggle because, bro, without your health, without your life, none of it matters. Not the music, not the people, not the movement. None of my plans would matter. Nothing would matter. So the challenge was to fight for my life against all odds, against misdiagnosis, trying to really raise awareness on mental health. I am a subject of, before anxiety and depression and those things were popular, there were some people that actually did face big things but with no resource, or therapy was frowned upon and things like that, So I had to do all of those things even if people were questioning why. Well, I'm trying to survive, really survive. Not financially, that didn't matter. It was a struggle to wake up in the morning. I couldn't walk. My esophagus burst so many times. I was vomiting blood. And then finally, September 2020, I actually almost lost my life. That was when I internally bled so much because I had my portal vein in my liver was damaged. And that portal vein connects all your veins in your body. So all my veins inside my body were twisted. Even in my legs, I couldn't walk properly for a long time. We kept trying to get the liver better, but I felt like the doctors were just making it worse by pumping me with more chemicals. It was a spiral of things. And then eventually, that day, everyone was sending blood. I actually saw the doctor yesterday, and he was going through my files, because I'm still trying to get to the bottom of exactly what happened to me. It wasn't alcohol. It wasn't any of those things that everybody would assume a singer is doing. No. It wasn't that. So we're getting to the bottom if it's autoimmune or if it's because of the anorexia, because of the pressure I was under as a young kid, all of those things we need to find out. So I'm still searching, and the doctor said yesterday, I haven't seen this many blood transfusions. That's
So how many people donated blood for you?
I was in the ICU. I wasn't aware that this was even happening. So
What was happening?
What was happening is that I needed blood because there was a huge hole somewhere. The doctor didn't know where it was coming from, so even when I was being topped up with blood,
Wow.
it was still going down. So what he did was, mandar, he went straight into my stomach and he found a vein just burst open, like an open tap, in my intestine, and he found this glue, this big, saved my life. And the doctor, of course. And since then, I had to hang on and wait until January to get my liver transplant done. Because it was either that or I'm not going to make
Do you
it.
remember the doctor's name?
Which one?
The one who saved your
Saved my
life?
life? Dr. Sagar in BDF.
Dr. Sagar
Sagar
and
in the
BDF.
BDF.
بارك الله فيك دكتور صقر.
He's amazing. He saw me.
شكرا لك على كفاءتك في العمل وجدارتك وعلى انقاذ اختنا. جزاك الله خير. بالعكس والله تحية
Yeah,
لدكتور صقر.
Superstar.
So speaking of depression,
Yeah.
what do you think about depression?
I think it's a very real thing.
Is it?
Well, it depends on what. It depends on person to person. Like I said, these things have become very popular now, and I'm never sure if someone is saying they have depression because it's popular to be depressed, or if it's real, true depression.
Have you been depressed?
I've been honestly, no.
No. So you believe in depression or not?
I can say I do. I've seen people fall into depression, but I don't believe in not overcoming it. That's the part I really, and I'm sorry to say this, it aggravates me when people say, I am depressed, full stop. There is more to it. You're depressed, but what are we going to do? Like,
right.
How are we going to get out of this? Take the steps. You can't just sit there and say, well, I'm depressed. You know I'm depressed. And just claim depression and not try to help yourself. And sometimes I go up to these people and I say, well, what are you depressed about? And then they start material things. My car loan, my this, my that. You want to see real depression? No. Let's go to some places where people don't have a roof over their head.
Right.
Or they don't have food to eat. Like, that's why it's so subjective. I never know how to answer this question properly. Because I feel like the meaning of depression has changed altogether.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah, so now I'm not sure because by definition, globally, what is depression? Now, does it just mean you're upset because of your life, or does it mean that you're genetically depressed? Does it mean you have a disbalance? Depression could be, FYI, I studied nutrition, so depression could be as simple as a vitamin D deficiency. Chemically, there are reasons why you could get depressed if you're low on B7. Depression.
Oh, yeah?
It says that on textbook, depression. And again, used loosely, but I mean, I think it means you feel low. This is a hard question to answer. Really, it is.
So when it goes to all this hard times that you've been through, fighting for your life,
Yeah.
who was your greatest supporter?
Mom.
Mom, mashallah.
Mama.
Mashallah.
She is.
And do you think mom is hearing us now?
She's the first one hearing this.
Nice. Assalamu alaikum,
Yeah.
mom. How are you doing? عربي ولا انجليزي؟
Tunisian, بس عربي انجليزي French.
يعطيك العافية يا ماما. يعطيك العافية.
Yeah, she's my rock.
Nice.
She was the
That's
only
beautiful. That's beautiful.
From the beginning, yani, she's everything. She is most of the reason why I'm still here.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I had to put in my effort as well to fight, but with her by my side, I felt very strong.
That's nice. So
Yeah.
if you're going to take this opportunity and say something to the world, expressing your feelings towards your mom, what are you going to say? Right here?
If your mom is still alive, make sure you do honor her like the queen that she is, because there is no greater love for you than the love of your moms. For real. That's what I have to say.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, very well said. Very well said. Please, would you like to have another round?
No, I'm okay. You go for
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
I'm going to go for another round.
Go for it.
Because whenever
It is really yummy though.
I know, right? So whenever I feel touched, I usually take a sip real quick and move forward to the next subject. Because, you know, what you're saying is just beautiful and it's really means something. And I genuinely believe that everyone needs to take care of their moms, no matter what is the situation between you guys, whatever it is, however it is. Mom is your mom, and she's the only one who's going to be called your mother, whatever it is. So do the best for the time given between you and mom, as we all are aware that كلنا صداقة موت, right? We're going to go one day, whatever. So make the best of it. All the love for all mothers worldwide. So yeah, all of you guys should try this. I swear to God, all of you. So speaking on arts, so you're a vocalist.
I am.
What is so far since you started back when you were 15 years old
Yeah.
until today?
Yeah.
So far, what are the greatest achievements that you've? What is? Tell me your milestones. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure. It's very tough because it's like asking me which is my favorite child, you know?
Right.
It's pretty tough.
I got you.
So I mean, I love them all equally.
Right.
All the experiences, everybody I've ever worked with is Rossi.
Right.
But I'd have to say one of the craziest experience I had was when Red Bull Bahrain sent me to Lebanon. I was about 21, I want
Okay.
to say. And we collaborated and we took Lebanon by storm. And what amazed me about that is, given the situation that Lebanon is in, the way those beautiful people respect music and art, it makes it feel like that country isn't going through anything because of how happy they can be amongst such a devastating situation for them. That's where I collaborated with so many people that I'm still in touch with now. Jay-Z's sound engineer came and gave a good talk. I learned a lot from DJ Zed, who was the founder of dubstep. We had many info sessions, and then we were in the studio, and it was a whole full program, 5 days of collaboration, info sessions, studio time, and performances. That's like an artist's dream. And to do it at 21 was something I have to talk about. It's still in my heart. I will always remember those people, those faces, the music we made, and the memories we shared together.
Nice.
You know, that's one of the big ones. Then, of course, performing in Saudi was a big deal because I was the first to do it here and then the first to do it there as a Bahraini Muslim. Yeah.
Nice.
That was recent. That was in...
Where was it in Saudi?
One in Riyadh and one in Dammam.
Just recently this year?
Recently. Dammam was this year. Riyadh was last year.
All right.
So that was really cool to see Saudi opening up and starting to appreciate...
Yeah, Saudi's moving forward.
Yeah, I was really happy. I was so impressed. I was in my element over there, and I got to do my original music, and they accepted it with full support.
Nice.
Very beautiful. Yeah, the people, it was so accepting. It's a complete different what I expected. They completely toppled my perception of what it could be, you know?
Right.
Which is I was glad to see that. طبعا there were many other performances and situations that I've been a part of or that I've created. Fort Lom was a big one in Dubai. I performed in Dubai before for the Love of Music. It was called. I headlined that one. I also did. Oh, there's many. I can't choose.
I'm just gonna take a sip.
Yeah, while I start to think about these things. So honestly, these are highlights, and I'm now gonna open for Joe Coy coming up.
Joe Coy?
The comedian in Dana Amphitheater.
Who's Joe Coy?
The stand-up comedian coming to Al Dana on 27th.
This 27th?
Yeah.
Which comedian?
Joe Coy. His name is Joe Coy, yeah, in Al Dana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you think I get a chance to be participated or whatever?
I can ask.
Oh yeah?
It won't be.
You're gonna be like a.
I'm performing.
Okay, you're gonna be performing there. Nice.
I'm opening, yeah.
So what's his name?
Joe Coy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I always knew this guy, but I've never known his name. I swear to God. Oh my God, this guy's amazing.
So it's really cool for me to perform in Dana. That's very cool.
So I would love to participate.
Yeah, well, I'll ask my
Please,
agency.
ASAP, because I don't want to miss this guy.
Yeah.
One of the greatest comedians.
Listen, he doesn't want to miss this guy, but her performing is whatever, right?
No, I mean, no. Coming to the main subject.
Okay.
No, I mean, no.
I'm joking.
Coming to the main subject, I would love to participate
Of course.
in such events, to see his performance, see your performance, do some shootings, explore here and there, and why not? So, see, when it comes to comedians, the only two comedians I've ever been with,
Yeah.
like watching them and hearing their
Yeah.
jokes and whatever stories, is Fluffy
Yeah, I love Fluffy.
and this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Which I
Oh.
just recently came to know his name.
Yeah,
I know the
right now.
Filipino-American guy.
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah,
The
well, there you
Filipino-American
go.
guy. I didn't know his name until now. So, yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah.
So, that would be lovely. You can hook me up.
Yeah, well.
I'm looking forward.
Sure.
I mean, if there's any ticket, I could.
Probably. I mean, there are tickets to the show itself.
Because
I'm
today
down.
is 10th, 9th.
Hopefully there are tickets.
Exactly. So I'm
Yeah.
saying maybe their tickets are out of
Oh,
stock
we'll
or
talk.
sold out,
Yeah.
whatever. Let's just try to dig our way in, right?
We'll dig our way in.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So stuff like that. B1 Cypher I did with Red Bull. I also judged a few talent competitions with schools and with music schools as well. So I honestly, I can't pick my favorite because this is something that I'm consistently doing.
Right.
So I have shows every week now.
Nice,
Smaller
nice.
shows, but these, I do it for a living, so I have to be consistent.
Right.
So per week, I can have up to 4, or the very minimum is once a week. So it's a consistent thing. And like I said, we had a very big opportunity, original material-wise, in Bahrain. And now after COVID, I see it's all cover music. So what I had to do is get creative with the way I sing these songs. I come from rap, R&B, hip-hop of the 90s, old school. That's where I place myself in the original world. But then when it comes to performing on the regular, to pay the bills, etc.,
Right.
it's still just as much fun, and I still get a big turnout, and people come to watch. But these are more jazz, soul, pop, and I have to sing them my own way and get creative about how I sing these. And sometimes the backing track you have to edit, and you know you have to make everything feel original and fun, because that's where I feel like I can really bring out what I have to say and,
Nice,
and feel, and you know, yeah.
Speaking of Canada. But before speaking of Canada, if you had, of course, part of that you have slogan for yourself.
Yeah.
What is your slogan?
Don't say it, sing it.
Oh, don't say it, sing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I believe everyone can sing.
Oh, yeah?
I'm not saying like Alicia Keys, but
Gotcha. Yeah. But
you know,
everyone could sing,
everyone
yeah.
can sing.
And practice makes masters.
Yeah, every time somebody says, I can't sing, I'm like, no, I don't believe you. You can. You can if you really want to. Because what is music? What is singing? It's just vibration. It's just melody. You know, you hear music every day. The sound of the wind, the chirping of the birds, the sound of water, everything is in tune. Everything around you is a vibration. Same with sound. It comes from within. Even if you don't think you sound great, it's still very therapeutic. You should just try belting it out one day.
Nice. You know, the thing is that there's a lot of people who doesn't have much of ambitions and much energy in general towards their passion.
Right.
Especially when it comes to the local side.
Yeah.
My brothers and your sisters.
Yeah.
They're not into. It's like they're still like most of our people is basically I'm just gonna get a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish college.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a job until I retire, and then I'm
Yeah.
just gonna sit at home.
Yeah.
You know, only few, like less than 0.5%,
Yeah.
are those who are gonna have my job. I'm gonna start a business.
Mm-hmm,
I'm gonna build my dream. I'm gonna have multiple houses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do this and that. Few of us like that.
Yeah.
Few of us here.
True.
And the next generations, speaking of Generation Z, I'm about to ask you this question. For me, I see the future is just dark. Because unfortunately, most of the next generations, a man is not being a man, and the woman is not being a girl is not being a girl, and the man is not being a man. Not speaking of LGBTQ influences and all that. No. I'm speaking about warriors creates. I've seen one of the videos. Basically, he's saying that legends creates warriors. Warriors creates I don't know. And then we're gonna have soft people, and then from that, whatever.
Right.
The thing is, the circulation of from being who you're supposed to be until what's really going on in the future. So the future is just passive.
Right.
That's the future.
Right.
No
Right.
activity.
Look, I have
Knows nothing about survivability.
Yeah.
Knows nothing about independency. If the
Loyalty.
tire gets punctured, he's gonna scream like a. Right? He doesn't know nothing. Fully independent about the surroundings, not about himself.
I totally agree
That
with
makes
you.
it danger.
I understand the. Now, hear me out.
Right.
I do see where it's coming from, because look at the time period they came in. COVID hit. Everything is unstable. Everything is already so expensive. Everything, job opportunities are scarce. Everyone out there is fighting. They walked into a mess. But what I don't like is how they think the world owes them something because of it. So there is this attitude. There is this, why should I? Why should I do that? I don't owe you that. You owe me that. So that there's this attitude as well. They got defensive in that way, but then they haven't done anything to help themselves at all. Create something. We did it.
Right.
It was hard for us too. Okay, maybe not as messy, but we had our own issues when we were growing up.
We're talking about as millennials, right?
As millennials, I'm a
Right,
millennial.
yeah.
I'm 32 years old. You're in your 30s too?
Right.
Right. So yeah, millennials. Sure, we had it tough as well, but we found ways to adapt.
True.
I told him when I first saw him, I've met you before, and I'm pretty sure I haven't, but there is this vibe and something somewhere we can relate. This happens to me a lot. I attract
That's true.
like-minded people now. Maybe not in my 20s. I was attracting all sorts of horrible people, but after the healing, I'm selective now with who I sit with. Who's gonna take out my energy from me?
Right.
And who's gonna fill me with good energy? And who's gonna be neutral and bounce off me? Gen Zs make me tired.
Indeed, indeed,
They are
indeed.
draining because they are lost. I feel bad for them sometimes, but then that attitude kicks in, and then suddenly I'm like, and this is a generalization, FYI. I know many Gen Zs that, like you sound like you're in your 30s. They sound like they're also in their late 20s.
Right.
You know, there are a few that I actually kick back with, mentor them, talk to them, even go out and hang out with them. I don't discriminate with age,
Right.
but I discriminate with attitude.
Absolutely.
You know, if your attitude is going to be zero, negative, you want everything to come to you, you create the mess and then you complain and victimize yourself. These things are very common in the new generation. I don't see it that much with us. كشكل عام يعني قالت حتى يعني. I understand the devastation, but the attitude, the loyalty isn't there.
The ego.
That's what it is, bro.
The ego is
That's
just.
where did it come from?
I know, right?
Yeah.
How did it build?
Aslan, who are you?
Exactly. Speak, bro.
Yeah. Tone it down a little bit. Yo,
I
read the
know.
room. There are people older than you. Respect as well. They don't have the values we have. Respect your elders. You know, open the door for someone.
Right.
It's like, why should I?
Just
Very
passive.
be
The
passive.
path of least resistance.
Right, and we in this generation as millennials kind of are like, you know what? I just don't want to help you anymore.
I know.
You
Yeah.
get that
It's just like. No?
Yeah, khalas. I mean, I've really wasted a lot of energy and energy vampires as well. And then you'd say like, can I hire you for this, for example? Videographer, whatever it is. Can I hire you for this? And they're like, okay, but they're just up and coming. They still haven't established themselves. And you want to give them a sum of money. And then they say something like, that's not my worth. I'm worth more than that. Yeah, but Habibi, you don't have the experience, la? I'm just trying to give you some exposure as well. And I hate it. Growing up, I hated people saying your exposure. But only after I did expose myself already. That's when it becomes insulting. If someone comes up to me now and says this is for your exposure, طبعاً I'll be insulted. But it's not when I'm up and coming. Yeah, right, I said previously and they should have paid me what I deserve, but I wasn't asking for unrealistic. The money was supposed to be for me anyway. It was taken from me. I never asked for it, but it was taken from me. Difference.
Right.
But to come in and request all of this stuff and it's like, where's your resume though? Like what, how can I justify giving you more than what you deserve. I don't get it. And it's back to what you said, ego. Right back down to what you said.
Now we're gonna play a game.
Let's play a game.
A verbal game.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say one word.
Yeah.
Tell me the first thought crosses in your mind.
Okay, fine.
Without hesitating, without stopping.
Hesitating. All right,
I'm just
fine.
gonna say the word. Do your thing.
All right, fine.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, shall we start?
Yeah. Am I supposed to only say one word back or?
No. Whatever comes in your mind.
Okay, fine.
Just throw it.
Okay, cool.
All right?
Yeah.
Elephant.
Big. Royalty.
Rough.
Tough. Damage.
Apple.
Adam and Eve.
Music.
Me.
Karak.
You.
That's a good one. Okay. Let's go with Bahrain.
Home.
Nice.
Yeah.
That was a good one too. Planet Earth.
We're not alone. Definitely not. There are other dimensions for sure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Generation Z.
Useless.
LGBTQ.
No. That's the word, no.
No.
Just no. Rejected.
Okay. We're just gonna suspend that for a while. I'm gonna
Okay.
ask you one question about there's something tragic happens in Switzerland.
Okay.
Are you aware in Switzerland,
Okay.
in the sports field, in the sports industry,
Oh, I know where you're going with. Okay.
you've heard that
But I think
they
I know.
included sex as sports industry activity?
What?
Yes.
How is that a sport?
We're gonna have a leaderboard with between men and women. Whoever does it the most or whatever, there are.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Like a sport, and there will be a championship, and people will participate,
That
and
is.
people will sponsor.
I am so. That makes me so angry.
I know, right? It's in Switzerland.
That is such a private, intimate, emotional.
100%.
Your body is your. You know what? That is just. I can't accept. I can't process that information. I refuse to process that information. كنا ما قلت لي شيء bro. أحسن لي.
Let's move forward.
I'll sleep better at
Yeah,
night.
yeah, yeah. Let's move forward. Let's move forward.
Wow, that is wild.
I know. So, a game.
Life. Life can be a game.
Which role would you play?
In life,
Yeah.
master.
Master.
I would play. Hypothetically.
Uh,
Of my own life though. When you say life, it's subjective to me though.
okay.
I don't think about
Got you. Mind or heart?
my tough one. I don't think they can go without each other.
You choose one of two.
One,
Yeah.
heart.
You choose by
I
heart.
choose by heart.
Okay, would you dark or bright?
Dark.
What?
I love the dark.
Really?
Yeah, even dark material, even like deep stuff, like dark stuff. I feel like you can't see the light unless you know the dark. So
Indeed.
darkness
I will completely agree with you.
is
in that
so
part,
important.
yeah.
Even in bright spaces, like the dark does something to you. It takes away the concept of knowing where everything is. Sometimes it's good to get lost. You'll find yourself in a different way. Darkness is good. You need it. I know you meant physically, and I'm just a deep person. I like to.
Gotcha.
Aquarius, man.
Do you believe in witchcraft?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Do you believe in magic?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Do you believe in miracles?
Yes.
Okay. We're gonna continue the game, the word game. Okay?
Sure.
Lick it.
Oh God. Lick it?
Yeah.
Okay, lollipop.
Eat it.
Food. In specific, McDonald's for some reason.
Chicken or beef?
Chicken.
Grilled or fried?
Fried ideally, but I would choose grilled, but I love fried more.
Okay. Tall, skinny, or short, masculine?
Tall, skinny. You want Napoleon and also weight issues on my plate? No thanks.
Oh, yeah?
Skinny.
Okay, cool. Got it. So, would you rather accept the truth although it hurts, or accept a beautiful lie?
Oh, the truth, especially if it hurts, because that's when you can go to the source and fix things. When it hurts, it usually means it's true. You need to do something about it, you know? Lying is a waste of time.
If you could control power, what would it be? And why?
Control power.
Yeah, what kind of element do you want to control? Something you control, special power.
Time.
Time?
Time.
What are you going to do with time?
Either speed it up or slow it down whenever it feels like things
No,
are
you have to choose what you're going to do. Yeah.
What I'm going to do with the time.
Yeah. One-time usage.
I would slow it down. I would slow down time.
Down? What?
It's already going too fast. I am already 32 and I have no idea where all this time went. Where did my childhood go? You know, if I could slow it down a little bit with the wisdom that I have now, to know that you need to hold on to things that are in the present and you need to cherish everything that you have. If I could slow down my good memories and really be there for them, really be present for them, I would do that. I lost a lot of time. But if I could slow down only the good times, then I would do that. I wouldn't want to slow down the bad times. But I didn't regard that in the equation because I never think about the negative first. Think about the positive first.
We're going to have a challenge.
Challenge.
Me and you.
Yeah.
101.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Fine.
First game is going to be warming up.
Okay.
And we're going to have best of 3.
Okay.
Or you wanted one just single match and that's it?
No, let's try. I need to refresh myself. It's been a while.
So a warming up
Yeah.
and a single match and that's it?
Done. Fine.
So what's really going to happen today, guys, if you're not aware, this is Ono, a legendary childhood game for all Bahrainis.
Yes, 100%.
All Bahrainis went through this. So basically, we're going to have a real quick match. And I'm sorry to say that you are already in the losing side.
We'll see.
But we can't predict the future, right?
No.
So what we're going to do is basically shuffle real quick, right? And then we're going to have a little bit of this. Is it 7 or 8? I think 8, right?
We'll change the rules for today if it's not.
Just 8, it's fine.
1, 2, 3.
So basically, oh no. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, warming up, huh? Just warming up.
And then.
Go ahead. Ta-da! Okay, the warming up is over.
Yeah, it's over.
Now here's the bet.
Okay, what's the bet?
So it's a fun game.
Yeah.
Reminds us of our childhood,
For
right?
sure, yeah.
It feels like home. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So the bet is, if I get to win now.
Okay.
Sorry, if you get to win.
Oops. Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. If you get to win, we have recently launched Wiser Productions, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are a running existing company back in 2016 until today.
Okay.
To Masterbyte Services.
Okay.
For business management,
Yeah.
government clearance, and whatsoever. Now we have launched the second branch for Wiser Productions.
Okay.
Media, promoting,
very cool.
podcasting, advertising, all that.
Okay.
So you're gonna have the full support for Wiser Production.
Okay.
Any event that you have, social media management, any gig, any participation in what you do in your career, hook us up so we can offer our support.
Okay.
That's if you get to win.
Oh, okay.
Right? But if I get to win,
oh my gosh.
what you're gonna do is basically you're gonna make a song for Wiser.
I would do that right now even. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. I'm
a
happy
song
with,
for Wiser.
I'm very happy with winning or losing. That's very cool.
Super. So shall we rematch?
Yeah, let's rematch.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anyway, so let's just go with 0.
Sorry, bro.
Congratulations.
I'll still do this song though. You gonna play the guitar? You gonna play the guitar?
Sure, yeah. I mean,
can we collaborate?
Nice. Let's do it. Let's do it. See,
Let's do it.
Speaking of collaboration and okay. The first I asked you, what do you think about covers, right? The covers of the song. So basically, we can do a lot of things together here.
Yeah.
Right? You're the vocalist, I'm the guitarist.
Yes.
I mean, both of us, we could
Really.
literally do everything.
Of course.
When it comes to music.
And who knows the company better than you? So you can help me with the writing, and I can help you with the chords.
Absolutely.
You know?
So I'm looking forward towards that.
For sure. Let's do it.
And I'm looking forward
Me too.
to jam and
Yeah, for sure.
let me know how you can. I don't know how to do it. You're gonna take the lead.
I will. Don't worry. I got you.
You're gonna take
I
the
got
lead,
you,
and
I
I'm just
got
gonna be follower on this.
I got you.
And that's super. Thank you
Yeah.
so much.
Of course.
Love this conversation.
Yeah, if there was anything that I took out of this, it's just I got to meet a very, very cool,
Thank you so much.
level-headed,
Thank you so much.
successful, mashallah, person today, and I've made a great memory.
Alhamdulillah,
and
thank
that
you so
for me
much.
is bigger than any
I am pleased.
collaboration.
I am pleased. Thank
For
you
real, bro.
so much.
Thank you for having me here.
For now, before we end this session,
Yeah.
what do you want to say to the world?
Don't spend all your energy and time trying to focus on what you need to be doing. Focus on what you want to be doing, because needs are all over the place. You always need to do something, and that's pressurizing. Take out the pressure and go with whatever feels organic and natural to you. Most of the times, anxiety and depression, let's say, and all of those things come from being in the wrong place and knowing that you are not doing what you are destined to do. So break all of that away, shut the world out, focus into your own world, bring in your own light, and before you know, instead of them questioning you, they're going to be supporting you. But it takes time, and let it be. It's worth it in the end. But just focus on doing you, being authentic to the world, because we're all different, but we are all the same, and everybody needs to just focus on what's working for them. And you don't
Right.
have to follow the crowd over time.
Absolutely.
That's the main thing I learned in life. You don't have to follow the crowd.
Very well said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.